What if she's not waiting for your text? What if she's not crying over your absence? What if she's doing no contact right back at you? This isn't just a dating mind game. It's a psychological standoff. Two minds, two hearts. Neither two minds, two hearts willing to break first. But here's the kicker. She might be winning. Stay with me because in the next few minutes, we're diving deep into what this means for you as a man emotionally, psychologically, and even spiritually, and yeah, don't blink because if you miss one sign, you might lose her for good. Let me ask you something weird. Have you ever won an argument by ignoring someone and then missed them so badly you started arguing with yourself? Exactly. Let's go deeper. One, she might be mirroring you. You've gone no contact to heal, reclaim your power, or maybe even make her miss you. But here's the twist. She might be mirroring your silence, not because she's completely over you, but because she's studying you. She's processing your absence just as deeply as you're processing hers. Women approach emotional situations differently than men. While you're focused on the idea of her missing you, she's internalizing, reflecting, and even strategizing about their relationship. It's not about running away from pain. It's about figuring it out. Meanwhile, while you're sitting there wondering, should I text her? Should I break the silence? She might be asking herself, if he really loved me, wouldn't he have messaged by now? Fear creeps in here. What if she's interpreting your silence as a sign of disinterest? What if your absence is actually giving her the closure she needs to move on? The longer you remain silent, the more she might convince herself that this is how it was always meant to end. Oh, and if you're over there watching her Instagram stories but not texting, trust me, she knows. She's not blind. She's fluent in passive-aggressive silence, and she's reading you loud and clear. Now let's dive deeper into something that's going to really shock you. 2. Female psychology during. 2. Female psychology no contact. Here's a secret. Not many men realize women don't always want to break no contact either. In fact, Manyar just as torn about it as you are. She's checking her phone. She's talking to her friends. She's replaying the last conversation in her head, even stalking your social media. But she's not texting you. Why? Because she doesn't want to lose her self-respect. She's not just testing you. She's testing herself. She's fighting an internal battle. She wants to reach out, but she's wondering if doing so would make her feel weak or desperate. The last thing she wants is to come across as emotionally needy. And this is where Stoic wisdom becomes crucial. The Stoics emphasize self-control, emotional discipline, and the importance of not chasing fleeting feelings. They knew that true power comes from mastering your emotions, not being ruled by them. But here's the key. Stoicism isn't about emotional repression. It's not about shutting down your feelings. It's about developing emotional strength and knowing when to act and when to remain calm. It's about taking control, not because you're hiding your feelings, but because you understand them deeply and know that reacting impulsively will only hurt you in the long run. So now ask yourself, is your silence coming from strength or from fear? Are you holding back because you're emotionally in control or because you're afraid of rejection or loss? Because what I'm about to reveal next could make you question everything you thought you knew about who's really walking away. 3. Who left who? Who left who? Here's the hard truth. Just because you initiated no contact doesn't mean she didn't walk away first. Emotionally, she may have checked out long before you went silent. See, in relationships, withdrawal doesn't start with words. It starts with energy. You can feel it in the way she stopped showing up emotionally. When she stopped asking how your day was, when she stopped laughing at your jokes, when she stopped caring that you were distant, that was her first no contact. Your silence. That's the no-contact crossroads, just the echo of her withdrawal. You might be thinking you're the one pulling away, but she might have already left the emotional connection behind, leaving you to play catch-up. Quick question. Have you ever looked at someone and realized they were gone long before they physically left? It's that strange feeling where you're still together, but you're both operating in separate worlds. That's the danger zone you're in. The hard part is when you finally start to feel the weight of her distance. It's almost too late. That's when you realize you didn't walk away first. You were just the last one to acknowledge it. And that's when the emotional gap grows wider and wider. This is where the danger lies. The emotional disconnect that silently builds until it's too big to ignore. And now, as you sit in this silence, wondering if it's too late to fix things, what if I told you that this is only the beginning? For the no-contact crossroads. Here's the most terrifying part of all. You could both be doing no contact and both losing interest at the same time. You're sitting there hoping she'll chase. She's waiting for you to step up. And with each passing day, that emotional connection, the one that once felt unbreakable, it fades slowly, quietly, until it's barely a thread. This is what I like to call the silent standoff. It's a game of emotional chicken, and neither of you wants to bet the one to blink first. You're at the no-contact crossroads, and here's the truth. One of two things will happen. Option 1, someone breaks the silence with purpose. A message is sent. An apology is made, and hopefully there's a chance to rebuild, but it has to be done with intent, not desperation. Option 2, you both stay silent, and over time you become strangers with shared memories. You'll drift apart, and when you look back, the connection that once was will feel like a distant memory, a ghost. Now, I'm not saying you should rush back into the situation with a desperate text, but I'm saying make sure your silence is a strategy, not self-sabotage. Are you holding back because it's the best thing for both of you? Or are you simply afraid to take action? Because in the final part of this video, I'm going to give you the only question you need to ask yourself before making your next move. Hear it, the one question is, if she never texts me again, will I regret staying silent? Let that sink in. Sometimes no contact is about self-respect. Other times it's about ego, the difference, regret. If walking away brings you peace, you've done the right thing. But if your silence keeps you awake at night, then maybe it's time to ask yourself, is the silence giving me power or just prolonging the pain? And no, sending a hey text at 2 a.m. doesn't count as breaking silence with purpose. That's just emotional fast food, temporary satisfaction, long-term regret. You've now looked at the emotional war zone that is mutual no contact. You've seen the fear, the waiting, the quiet pride, and maybe, just maybe, you're realizing that this isn't a game. This is your growth season. This is your test of emotional resilience, masculine control, and above all, self-awareness. If you found clarity, drop it in the comments so I know you're walking this stoic path with strength. And if you want more insights into female psychology, dating strategy, and stoic wisdom, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell. Because next time, we're diving into the psychology of why she tests you and what happens when you fail. Until then, stay calm, stay grounded, and remember, sometimes silence is louder than love. Islands.